Hello to my Aries family. This is Barb at Mystic Door Tarot. This is your weekly intuitive tarot reading for the week of December 13th through the 19th. Thank you so much for joining me today, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe and join me daily for my quick glance daily readings. Now, with this being a general reading, Aries, some of the content will not resonate with you. If interested for a private tarot reading tailored specifically to you, my website link is listed below. So let's get into the reading. First card, the Five of Pentacles. Next, the Four of Swords and the King of Swords. Okay, Aries. Well, the first message here that I'm picking up with the energy coming off of these cards is that whatever you're currently involved with, Aries, there's going to be some changes. Seems to be like some type of work that you do, whether it's part-time, full-time, your main career, where something's going to change, where you're going to actually end up in a better situation. But it won't appear that way at first. And that's kind of the best way I can describe the energy here that I'm picking up, and that you need to kind of prepare to present yourself in the best possible light. So taking a look at your first card here, you have the Five of Pentacles, which is pretty much a card of feeling almost like something's going to happen. Your sense of security in regards to whatever you're involved with. Could be something in regards to what you're studying if you're a student. It could be like an internship that I'm picking up. And certainly it could be your existing job. You could possibly be having an uneasiness. You almost sense that something's coming. So the Five of Pentacles, this is a card lacking stability. Things are kind of up in the air. And of course, with it being the Pentacles, this can affect your money, your finances. So with the Five of Pentacles, this can be a lack of money for some of you. Could be that you picked up maybe a seasonal job and you know soon the extra help that was needed will now be over. But I'm really picking up that something's happening here. And almost simultaneously, where you're going to be like losing one job only to then go into another. So there's not much of a time frame where you're not going to like have money coming in. But the Five of Pentacles is an energy of uncertainty, maybe unsure of the timing for the money coming in. So definitely can represent some kind of lack of funds for you. And it certainly can be in regards to the holidays where you might have spent more than you make. Now, this 5 numerology to this card is a suggestion of change coming in. So I do feel some of you are changing jobs or maybe getting a promotion or certainly maybe changing companies. So let's pull a clarifying card to see if we can get any other additional information. But I'm definitely picking up change with whatever you're working on or working with or working for. It could even be something that you're volunteering for. Okay. And we have the Four of Wands. Well, the Four of Wands indicates a celebration. So I think, Aries, for you, the Five of Pentacles represents where you're currently working or whatever company you're with or whatever you're focused on right now or affiliated with, you're going to be leaving, whatever that is, and going to a different organization or company, something to that effect. And it is giving you that energy of being kind of like caught off guard or unsure. But Four of Wands, as your clarifying card, is as you get more information, you're really going to have something to celebrate. Now, taking a look at your next card here, you have the Four of Swords. This is usually a card indicating get some rest, recharge your batteries. The swords are all about mental energy, so it could be that you've been worried about your money, your finances, making ends meet. So the Four of Swords is primarily kind of telling you to relax, recharge those batteries. So you're going to be able to think clearly. And with this stained glass window here, divine intervention is coming into play here, helping you out. And if you really look at the card here, you see this one sword is in the wrong direction. The one is upright. That is the energy that's in play right now. That's what's in question. So the number 4, numerology, to this card is the fact that your foundation, your stability is kind of in question right now. So this is a time for being rational and keep your wits about you. Definitely, this is a result of whatever is taking place over here, which could be layoff, downsizing. It's kind of pushing you towards going into like a different position, a different job, a different company. And maybe previously you were worried about how you were going to pay your bills in the meantime. So let's pull a clarifying card for the Four of Swords. We have the Major Arcana card, the World. Well, Aries, I really love your clarifying cards. It's celebration, and the World card is what I'm going to say is almost like a happy ending. Because I'm just looking at your clarifying cards for this reading. Whatever is happening to you this week, you're going to have like this happy ending to it. Because the World card is endings and then new beginnings. And I'm picking up almost like back to back. That's what I'm picking up. And the number 21 of the World card reduces down to 3, and that's new beginnings. So Four of Swords here is an indication to take advantage of the downtime to rest, recharge your batteries, and try not to worry, as something is right behind. Maybe if you lost your job, your position, maybe through layoffs or downsizing, something of that nature. Now, your last card here is the King of Swords, and look at him. This is a person that's very emotionally distant. This is Aquarius's card in energy, so it could be an Aquarian around you. And I actually feel that this is the person that's going to point you in the right direction. Now, this could be somebody that you interview with, or it could be someone that's requesting you, like for a promotion, someone higher up within the company. This is someone who's very businesslike, just kind of puts the cards on the table, the information, cuts right to the chase, you might say. King of Swords is usually someone that just gets down to the facts, the truth of the matter at hand, doesn't mince words, doesn't do small talk. This is someone that might be offering you some kind of position. So could be an Aquarius or possibly another air sign, Libra, Gemini, but someone who's very direct. So you need to be ready. And you need to know what you're going to say. Make sure you have like your resume updated and polished as your cards here. And what I'm intuitively picking up is that you've got something that's ending, whether it be something like affiliated with your studies if you're a student, or a part-time job, a seasonal job. Could be your main job where maybe the company is downsizing and laying people off, but it's kind of like a blessing in disguise, because then you're going to go right into another position. and not necessarily with the same company. I feel it's something else is going to come along. So this could be something that's happening now this week, and possibly you're actually going to have off for the holidays and start up with whatever this is coming in, these new beginnings, this new position. You'll be starting it after the first of the year. So let's pull a clarifying card for the King of Swords, see what other information we get. Okay. Came flying out the King of Swords. Okay. We have a blonde King of Swords and a brunette King of Swords. So now, when you get the same card, that's the universe's way of saying, I meant what I said. So it's going to be an air sign, most likely an Aquarius, that is involved in whatever you're going to be doing. Going into some new position or job or organization. This is a general reading, so it could be interpreted in several different ways. But this is somebody who's really just business, like all business. And you're going to have, this is the person I feel that's going to like put you or direct you to this new position. Now, your numerology here for your 3 tarot cards is actually number 10. There's your endings, completion. And then you reduce the 10 down to number 1, and there's your new beginnings. So even your numerology is suggesting something coming to an end for you, Aries. And there's going to be right behind it, new beginnings. Now, let's take a look at your last tarot card here, which is more like pulling all of your tarot card meanings all together. You received the 2 of Pentacles. Well, first, the 2 of Pentacles is a card where you're juggling like all of this that's happening. What's finishing up, what's going to be starting. You're kind of like juggling all of that. But there's an indication here with this card that you're kind of being guided, where one door is closing, but yet another one is opening up. The 2 of Pentacles here has a meaning behind it. Follow the money. So there's something that you're going to be going to where you're going to be better off. And what we're looking at here on the card is like your ships are coming in. So this individual is trying to guide like safe passage of the ships coming in for you, Aries, trying to keep everything in balance on an even keel. So a little bit of a juggling act with this card and energy for the week ahead. So yes, divine intervention, this energy here. Now let's take a look at the crystal for the week. And you received blue lace agate. And I actually did have mine handy. It's at the top. Now, blue lace agate has to do with your throat chakra and communication. So the message behind this card concerns your communication. And there could be something that maybe you're not saying at work all along. And then on the other hand, you might not be thinking about the things that you say and how it's going to come out until after you say them. So this can be like a catch-22. It's kind of what I'm picking up. Your words are very powerful, Aries. But with this card showing up, it's an indication that you need to communicate clearly what you do and don't want, Aries. So don't worry about other people's opinions, feelings, none of that. Remember, you're being divinely guided here with this 4 of Swords. So this is the stone of communication. It's going to help you with any kind of verbal expression, any speeches you might have to make. This could be something like speaking in front of a group. So you want to put your best foot forward, you might say, as something's, Something's coming to a close for some of you, and it's going to be your current job. And you're going to be going off into another position, but there's still like interviews, meeting new people. So blue lace agate will help you out this week in regards to that. Now, I did want to pull a tea leaf, a fortune card to kind of wrap up the reading, and you received desk. And it says, pay attention to your work. Okay. Now, normally, this is a card indicating either someone copying your work because you left it out for someone to see and they steal your work. But it could also be an indication that you need to be careful about your performance. But neither one. That's not what I'm picking up for you with this fortune card. This is more what I'm picking up is that you're leaving your position in rather a hurry, where you're leaving you're leaving things on the desk. There's your unfinished work, still needs to be completed because you're going somewhere else. And your cards here are revealing this is going to be a better opportunity for you. So with your fortune card, can be that this is going to come on possibly very suddenly, and maybe you don't even get a chance to finish up the work at hand. And that's not yours to worry about. So Aries, you definitely have endings, new beginnings here. It feels very much like whatever you're involved with. Could be an organization. It could be possibly maybe a company you're interning with or an apprenticeship. But for many, I feel it's your main job, maybe one that you weren't so happy with, but you hung on to the job because you needed to pay the bills. That is this Five of Pentacles energy. But something is happening this week, whether it's downsizing, layoffs, whether this is a temp job for you where you're just going to have it for a very short time. So you might be without a paycheck, but it is going to be a very short duration of time. And take advantage of this Four of Swords energy where you're kind of resting, recharging your batteries, enjoying the holidays, and maybe brushing up on your resume, maybe networking a little bit. And you've got this divine intervention here is what I feel is coming in. And then you certainly have the World card. Just confirming endings, new beginnings, and it is right after one another. So really not to worry, Aries, because it's going to work out for you. And you got a double dose of the King of Swords. So pretty much an indication that an air sign or someone very businesslike, very emotionally distant is going to either alert you to an opportunity that you end up going with, or they're actually like interviewing you or promoting you or recruiting you, something of that nature. The King of Swords is giving you this opportunity. And then the Two of Pentacles is just kind of the overall energy for what's going on this week, where you're trying to juggle the ending of one thing and then going into another. There could also be having to move. So I'm picking that up from the Two of Pentacles. And you're really having a lot to deal with, like all at once. Your blue lace agate, perfect for being able to be clear about what you do and don't want, how you present yourself, especially if you have to speak in front of a group. And your fortune card for the week, desk. I feel that you're leaving in a hurry where you're not going to even worry about the unfinished work. That's going to be somebody else's problem. So Aries, you definitely have change coming in. So something is completing, wrapping up, ending, and then you're going to go right off almost within a week or two later into new beginnings. So no worries, Aries. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to subscribe and help support my channel. For a private tarot card reading, the links are listed below. love and abundance to my Aries family.